can't see my face yet, Ken. Let's see something. Let me shut this door. Alright, cool. Alright, Ken. So, let's see. Am I actually recording? Yeah, I am. Alright, cool. So, I don't know why this thing is here, but it don't matter. Anyway, hopefully you're not seeing it. If you are, let me move it over here. Alright, so I just got done doing my workout. And I wanted to show you this. I know I told you about it. This thing called the AbMat. So, check it out, right? So it's from PRX, right? And as you can see, it's got this slope. I'll put the camera down. So you can see it's got this slope, right? So, go from a low to a high, right? So what I'm going to show you today is the beginner routine that I do, only because I actually cycle. I do beginners, and I go to advanced, go to beginners and advanced. So, and really the only difference is basically the kind of routine that you're doing, and then how many circuits. So since I do a lot of ab work during my workout, I just limit it to basically 5 exercises, and I'll show you how it goes. So I basically put it down with the low slope to my back, right? And so the first, let me move this out of the way, so hopefully you can see it. But the first thing I do, and hopefully you can see that it's sitting right at the base of my butt. And the first thing we're gonna do is full sit-ups, right? And so the way I do a beginner style is this way. Watch. And I just do about 25 of these, right? So I'm just gonna take you through the whole thing, only because I don't want to get up and stop. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And so the idea is, you can see I got my hands forward. Right, this is the beginners. If I wanted to do intermediate, I would just come to here, right? Put my hands up my chest. When I do advanced, because I don't like putting my hands behind my head, right? I like doing it like as if I was training for boxing. I just have my hands right here. All right. So you go all the way down, and you kind of let your spine wrap around the angle. So it puts you in kind of a little stretch position before you come up. All right. So one more of these. Then, so that's kind of your basic sit-up. Then what I do is I turn it around, and I'm going to do roll-ups. So now, kind of watch. It's probably going to be tough to see the legs, but hopefully. But as you can see, got the wide end down here, so it kind of puts me up in the air. I just come down a little bit until I feel here, and then I roll up. And what I want to do is see my feet basically where my head is. And these, I only do about 15. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Whew. Always feel it. Every day, man, I feel it. Then I turn it back around the way I originally had it, with the low slope here, high slope here, and I do side crunches, which I think this thing is really cool for that. So you kind of lay all the way down, kind of get your, where it feels good, and you're able to crunch up, and it works right here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah. Right? And then of course, gotta do the other side. Right? Again, kind of make sure you get yourself positioned. And now you can see even from the back, you kind of put yourself in a stretch position here. Come up, squeeze, squeeze. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that was 3 out of 5. This is for your back. A lot of people ignore your lower back, but this is great to help you do Superman. So kind of lay on it, and as you can see, it kind of puts you in that kind of a position, up and down. And then you come up, squeeze, and it gets you right back in here. Actually, you feel it all the way up your spine. So it's working all those nice little muscles that are sitting right along your spine there. So, and here, I would tell you 10 to 15 is all you need. And the last exercise is basically a halvesy, right? They call them mids, I think, in a book that I got. I'll show you the book in a minute. But basically, you start in this position, you come down, you stop halfway. But notice the small of my back is hitting, and then you come up, kind of twist. Now this one, I don't know if there's a beginner's version. I guess you could just do it like this, but I like trying to touch my elbow to my leg. And this one here, this is 1 and 1. So I just try to do a total of around 10. Like I said, you're doing a circuit. By the time you get to this, well, you feel it. And you feel it right in here, right at the lower abs, right? So, which helps pulls everything in. And of course, the twist works the whole transverse. So, a couple more of these. And last one. And that's it, buddy. So, it's the AbMat PRX. Let me show you the book. I'll show you the original book. So, I got this bad boy. It's by a guy by the name of Fred Koch, and you can find him out on the internet. But he's the guy who actually invented the AbMat. And back then it was actually called the AbMat, right? And it's called Killer Abs, a New Science. Now the thing was, if I remember, because I have the original book upstairs because I don't want to ruin it. I think he did this in 1997. So I actually got my first AbMat because I gave the first one to one of my sons, so he probably lost it. But I got this book with the original AbMat in 1997 and been using it pretty much since. I can actually give you a copy of this book. I actually wrote to Fred Koch, who wrote this book, because he actually put out a new one. It's like 75 pages. I'm like, that's way too much information, and he got a little too scientific. This book is great. So I actually wrote to him. I said, hey, I know this one's out of print. Are you okay if I reproduce it? And he was like, yeah, I appreciate it. So I did, and I gave a copy to my sons and all. So the cool thing is he kind of goes over everything. And in the back, he actually gives you little routines to do. And so that's exactly what I was doing here. It was kind of like a beginner's routine or whatever. And you can actually do different routines. Let me see what else is in here. Yeah, here you go. Kind of like a beginner's routine. You go to advanced or whatever. And then he shows you how to do kind of like a circuit. So you can see you do a certain amount of exercises, take a break, do it again. Do the same thing here, whether or not you do 3 rotations. it depends on the time of the year when I'm doing it. Right now, I'm slowing down. That's why I only do 1 rotation. Anyway, wanted to get that to you. I know I said I would. And yeah, I mean, it's maybe $50 if you think it's worth it. It's great. To me, it is. But everybody has their own kind of ab routine. Me, I really like this because the way I like the support, you don't feel sore. I mean, you feel sore, muscle sore, but you don't feel sore like, you know, at the end of your tailbone or your neck because you're pulling on your hands or everything. So, I mean, this really just isolates the abs. So, anyway, wanted to show you that. Talk to you later. Got to finish my workout. Bye now.